Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Yesterday, 3 brand new LEGO Jurassic World sets were revealed, releasing in August 2024. Jurassic World is one of my favorite LEGO themes because I absolutely love dinosaurs and all of the Jurassic movies. So I'm really excited to take a look at these, but I do want to remind everyone that I am an employee of the LEGO Group. However, all opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the LEGO Group, and LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this site. With that out of the way, we're going to take a look at Baby Bumpy Ankylosaurus as our first set. 358 pieces for $25. I've only taken like a brief glance at these sets, but I think that this looks pretty good. Obviously, I love the turquoise color. Bumpy is a great character in the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous TV show, but actually, as you can see from the box, all of these sets are based on the new Chaos Theory show, which is the sequel to Camp Cretaceous. I love that picture of Bumpy on the front. Oh, I also think it's really funny that it says eggshells are not included, because that's clearly artwork. Like, that looks nothing like Lego, so I think it's funny that like that legal statement is needed. But for the most part, I think that this build looks really good. Right off the bat, I love the feet. I really like what's done with the toes here. Like, they just look really, really perfect and really remind me of the toes on the larger, molded pieces. So I think that that's great. I like the color scheme. The head is huge, but that just makes it like adorable. I love the little bumps. You don't see any weird colors or anything. You have an articulated tail. That's nice. You can actually kind of like whip the club around because of those pieces that are used. So it looks like it has a decent amount of articulation, and you even get like these little vegetables so that you have something to feed Bumpy. So I think that that's pretty cool. Oh, this is an adorable picture. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a really good size build for $25, honestly. Like, seeing it in that kid's hand, I don't know, I didn't think it'd be that big. This honestly feels like it could be a $30 set, especially considering how many pieces it comes with. Next up, we have one of the 2 regular sets, Dinosaur Missions Stegosaurus Discovery. This has 420 pieces for $65. And I am so excited to finally have a LEGO Stegosaurus. I do have a major issue with it, but right off the bat, it looks wonderful. I mean, I really like the color scheme. Those plates are huge. It would be great if they were patterned somehow, but I mean, not all Stegosaurus plates were patterned, I think, so that makes total sense. And also, that's all got to be rubber. Like, all of that tan color is definitely rubber going from the tail into the plate. I'm sure it'll be like the same kind of rubber that the Triceratops horns are made out of. So, I mean, it should have like regular skin color in the middle, like the green skin between the plates. But I think those compromises make perfect sense given, the nature of the molding process and everything. And it's just so exciting to get new dinosaur species and new herbivores, because for a long time there, we weren't really getting new herbivores. We didn't even see a Triceratops between like 2012 and 2019. So to see a Stegosaurus is really cool. But I have a major problem with it. First of all, there's very little articulation. The head cannot move at all. I do not like that. It should have a movable head. All LEGO dinosaurs, except for the static little Dilophosaurus and like Coelophysis or whatever it's called, those are the only dinosaurs that don't have movable heads from LEGO, and the babies, and those are all really small one-piece things. A dinosaur of this size needs to have a movable head, and I'm really sad to see that it doesn't. The head that we get is like a good shape. I love the printing. It does have like a bar attachment in its mouth, so you're going to be able to put that carrot that Sammy's holding right into its mouth, but it really should be able to move, so I don't like that. I also wish the tail would move, because Stegosaurs would swing their Thagomizers around. It's okay that it doesn't though, because again, the restriction where you need the rubber, you'd have to make like a separate tail piece like the T-Rexes, and that's kind of hard to do like when you have plates going all the way down the back. So I don't really think tail articulation is a huge loss. What is a huge loss are these terrible legs. I'm sorry, but this is like the cheapest and laziest thing that I've ever seen the LEGO Group do, I think ever. Like, there's a lot of complaints that AFOLs have about LEGO products, but this is absolutely terrible to me. As a huge LEGO fan, as someone that loves LEGO Jurassic World, these dinosaur leg pieces have always been printed. In every single set, you get printed dinosaur legs, especially these pieces which are used on the Triceratops. They have been printed since 2012. That has been something very consistent. In this set, they are completely unprinted. That's just totally unacceptable to me. Like, the pattern of the body is just completely like interrupted by this unprinted green leg, and it just looks terrible. Like, compare it to any of the Triceratops figures. You can just look up pictures of them online, and I'm sure I'll do a comparison once I have this in person. It's just awful. Like, honestly, to me, it looks like the Stegosaurus is wearing like thigh-high stockings because of how suddenly all of the detail just goes away on the legs. Also, the toes should be a different color. Like, the main problem is that the legs are completely unprinted, but the toes and the claws should always be printed on large Lego dinosaurs. Again, on smaller ones, I totally understand the restrictions, but on a large thing like this, it needs to have like tan toenails that match the plates, and it needs to have like skin printed on the legs. So this is hugely disappointing to me. Like, I just see this, again, speaking from purely a fan perspective, as a cost-cutting measure, and that's very, very disappointing because these pieces have always had printing. So to cheap out on them like this and ruin the look of our very first Lego Stegosaurus, it really makes me upset. So this thing, even like without the movable head, I still think that it would be really great if it had printed legs. I never thought that was something I had to worry about. Like, the Brachiosaurus last summer didn't have movable legs, which bothered me, but I never thought that we were going to get to a place where you'd have like an unfinished dinosaur. Apart from that, though, it looks really nice. Like, I really like the new body mold. So we'll see how it is in person, but we'll also see more of it in the lifestyle photos. The rest of the build, honestly, I don't love it. It seems kind of like a 4+ set to me. I don't really see $65 worth of value. The truck looks like a decent build. It just seems lacking in detail from what I would expect for a $65 set. Like, the sides seem very plain, but I do like the red stripe, love the squirrel. The tree, like, this is what makes me feel 4+, because like these tree trunk pieces are used a lot in 4+ sets. I mean, it's an okay environment build. I like this little trailer thing. I like the nest. But yeah, the build just does not really look that exciting to me. Although, of course, I don't really buy these sets for the builds. Sometimes we get really nice builds, but I'm mostly in this for the dinosaurs. There are some other photos. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Stegosaurus anymore. I like the interior of the truck. I like the stickers. The stickers add some detail. It looks like there's stuff you can take out. You have a little scientific amber analysis over there. That's cool. Oh, I really like that sticker with like eyes peeking out of the log. Oh, and you get a second dinosaur in this set. You get a baby raptor. That looks like Blue's baby, Beta. Is Beta in Chaos Theory? That would be very interesting. I hope that map is printed. That's a really nice piece too. I like the ladder and the tree. But yeah, it's cool to get 2 dinosaurs in this set and a squirrel, so I guess the baby velociraptor has something to eat. Oh, wow. You can fit 2 minifigures side by side in a truck of this size. I take it back. This is excellent. Like, I still feel like the sides are a little bit under-detailed, but the fact that you can fit 2 minifigures like that, builds of this size can never fit 2 minifigures side by side, so that's actually really, really nice to see. And I mean, the shaping on the front of the truck does look pretty good as well. As for the lifestyle photos, yeah, that's just awful. Like, you can see that it looks really bad in person, like the level of detail difference. So it's again very, very disappointing. Like, why do the legs look like that? I need to stop complaining about them. But this is like a really clear shot, and I really hope we never see this again. I hope that we always get printed legs in the future and that this is just a one-off thing, because again, it's just not something I ever thought we would have to worry about not seeing. The final set is Dinosaur Missions Allosaurus Transport Truck. It's got 588 pieces and it'll retail for $90 US. This is definitely my favorite set of the 3. The build, I think, looks really great. I love the color scheme with the sand green and the white. Like, this truck cab in particular just looks like such a great build. I really, really love it just at first glance. I forgot to mention the minifigures in the last set, but you got Ben, I think, and Sammy. And then in this set, you have Yasmin, you have Darius, and I almost forgot who that was in the car, but it's Kenji. So they're all grown up now. Brooklyn is not in these sets because, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the trailer for Chaos Theory, but she's dead apparently. So that kind of sucks. I'm sure she's not actually dead. At least I hope not. That would be really dark. So hopefully if we get more Chaos Theory sets, she'll be in them. But yeah, like I said, build looks great. I like this little medical drone that's like just coming in with the 2 tranquilizers. I think that's hilarious. and the Allosaurus. Wow. I mean, again, new species. I love getting new dinosaur species. And both of the dinosaurs this summer, the big ones, are brand new species. That's really, really exciting. I love the new mold for the head. I don't know if that's a new mold for the lower jaw. It might be, but I think it might be an existing like dragon jaw or something. I'm not sure, but I really love this color scheme. I think that the dark tan and the dark blue looks excellent. It is reusing the Indominus Rex body piece with the spikes. And I love like all of the detailing on, you know, its legs, because this one has printed legs, and just all along the body, but especially on the head. Like the head just really, really looks excellent. It is also reusing the Indominus Rex arms, which I think are inaccurate, like to the Allosaurus to have that feathering, but it is accurate in terms of having like large 3-fingered claws. Again, I don't think they were quite that big on the Allosaurus, but I really did not like the Giganotosaurus having undersized arms with only 2 claws, so I'd much rather have oversized arms with 3 claws. But there's also a huge problem with this dinosaur. Where is the printing for the claws on the feet and the hands? Once again, that's something that has been consistent on every big LEGO dinosaur since 2012. So for 12 years, we have had claw printing. Like I'm staring at my Giganotosaurus right now, which sits next to my desk, and it has black toes, it has black claws on its fingers. Why doesn't the Allosaurus have, I guess it would be maybe tan claws or black, but why does it not have claw printing? Again, it just seems like a cost-cutting measure, because then you only need to pay for the cost of the mold, not the cost of molding and printing. But I guess that doesn't really make any sense either, though, because the legs are printed. Maybe it's the color, right? Because they would be black or tan or something. So maybe like adding another color would be another cost. I'm sure it would be another cost. But again, that's not something I ever thought we had to be worried about losing, but we've lost it. And now its legs look unfinished. So I'm really bothered by that. Also the tail, why does the body decoration, like the patterns with the splotches and everything, why does that not continue into the tail? The tail does have printing like on this rubber part, but again, it just seems like the most minimal printing, because the tail is dual molded, so it's only printed with like a little bit of dark blue. So I guess like they didn't want to pay for like the blue and the tan printing to continue the pattern through the tail. It looks cheap. It looks unfinished to me. So as a diehard LEGO dinosaur fan since the dino theme in 2012, it's really disappointing to see such cool new species, but at a lower standard than what we see for all the other LEGO dinosaurs. So again, fingers crossed that that's only an issue in 2024. I really hope in 2025 everything's okay, but I'm not gonna lie, it does really bother me because I'm a hardcore Jurassic collector. I buy every Jurassic World set. I have every LEGO dinosaur made since 2015 and almost every one from 2012, except for like that super rare exclusive T-Rex that only 500 were made. But yeah, like as a diehard LEGO dinosaur fan, this stuff is really bothering me. And I know it's a kid's toy. Like, I know that I'm not the target market for this, but you know what? If I was a kid and I had a Triceratops with leg printing and a Stegosaurus without leg printing, that would still bother me. But maybe I was just a weird child and it won't bother anyone else. I really love this view of the Allosaurus. Like, this side of the head is even cooler because it's got the scratches on the snout. He is blind in one eye. I think this is the same Allosaurus from the Battle at Big Rock short, so that's why I'm really excited to see it. Again, just getting new dinosaurs is so exciting. But this video is probably already very long because I've ranted a lot. So the truck. Ooh, you can even store the ATV in the truck when there's not a dinosaur in it. That's pretty nice. There seems to be some kind of function to like let the trailer loose. Like this looks much more complicated than it usually is on these kinds of vehicles. I also like that you can store the drone there. I'm a big fan of like LEGO capture vehicles for dinosaurs in general because again, Dino 2012, that's what it was. It was about capturing the dinosaurs. So it's not just the color scheme. I really like the play like story here because this is what I loved doing with these sets when I was a kid. I really like the ramp. I think that the ramp is built pretty well. And again, the color scheme of this set, I really feel like it's very unique and I think it's outstanding. Is this a bed? Wow, that's nice. This is like a huge cab. Again, side-by-side seating and a bed in the back. And that minifigure has a hearing aid. That's cool. I love the little dinosaur calendar on the wall. And you can see this is like the branch of the US government that's catching the dinosaurs. So I really love that sticker design. I can't wait for this show. I'm really excited because I liked Camp Cretaceous quite a bit. And I'm always ready for more Jurassic. So yeah, the Allosaurus, it does look much better than the Stegosaurus, I think. Because, you know, it's not lacking as much as the Stegosaurus is, and again, that head just looks fantastic. But even in these pictures, you can tell the tail looks very plain compared to every other large Lego dinosaur, and the unpainted claws, they probably won't bother me quite as much in person, but the tail, I think, is definitely the bigger issue here. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the new Jurassic sets. I'm definitely buying all of them, and I will be reviewing them because I'm going to want to talk about these dinosaurs in person. And, you know, my feelings will probably change. Like, maybe it won't bother me as much in person. That tends to be how things go for me, and I do know that. And again, I know these are for kids. I just want that on the record. I'm not one of those AFOLs that thinks that, you know, everything's supposed to be 18 plus for adults. But it is a step down in quality from previous years, and I just think it's disappointing to see. But at least we're getting new species, and I think that the build in this set and the build in the smaller set look fantastic. So I'm really excited to get these in August. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.